One family, one people, one planet, one love. One family, one people, one planet, one love. One family.
Good morning and welcome to SoulCall Sunday. My name is Lisa Ferraro. I am the founder and spiritual director of SoulCall Global. And wherever you are on the planet this morning, we welcome you as we celebrate here in Columbus, Ohio, in the United States, the summer solstice. It is the day with the most light. And we're thrilled about this and to also have with us a wonderful filmmaker, award-winning filmmaker, and very, very dear friend, Dorothy Fadiman, is going to join us this morning as part of the talk as for the re-release of a fantastic film called Radiance, and more about that. And it's totally on point that she re-released it today on the solstice day. And also a warm, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there and to anyone who serves as the role of father in the life of another human or a pet, or that love that you give, that unconditional love, is the most important factor in a successful life. So we want to thank you for that. And happy Father's Day, wherever you are celebrating. This morning, as all SoulCall Sundays, we like to start with a practice of the thing we talk about. We always talk about we are made of light. We are permeated with the light, and we're surrounded in light. And this practice that we like to offer to you to experience for yourself what it's like to work with the light and to feel it in your cells is called Qigong. It's an ancient practice. And this morning we've got a master of the practice of Qigong, Deborah Weisenberger-Lippitz, who's going to walk us through a practice of working with the light, nourishing our cells, and making sure that we can feel the power we have as human beings. And so rather than just sit, you can sit and experience it, but do one or two of the practices, if you will, so you can get the feel of what it feels like, that energized, charged cellular activity in your bodies. So welcome, Deborah Weisenberger-Lippitz.
Hello, everyone. Today we are going to work on making an inner connection, opening our consciousness, our inner lighthouse, through our Qigong. You may sit or stand in a comfortable healing posture. Please look forward with the eyes open, from inside the mind's home, stretching the vision to infinite space. Gather all the healing qi, good information, wisdom, and pull it back into the mind's home and naturally close the eyes. Our inner awareness begins to awaken when the outside merges with our inner essence, naturally softening, relaxing the entire body, opening up, merging us all together, heart to heart. Now very gently allow the hands to move upward in front of the face, elbows pointed down. Now focusing on the hands, begin to move the fingers, moving the fingers. Focus on the fingers, moving. Tucking the chin to merge with the neck, opening the throat. Fingers moving. Now merge inside with the mind's home, massaging gently our consciousness, massaging, opening, massaging deep inside. Massaging inside, opening, transforming, opening, transforming. Then gradually stop the movement. Observing chi inside. Then slowly bring the palms together in front of the chest in praying hands position. And very gently open the eyes, smiling from the inside out with a new awareness. Knowing the longer you practice this, the more quickly the inner connection merges. Enjoy.
Thank you for that beautiful practice, Deborah. Every time I see Deborah doing her practice, it just makes me smile. Do you find yourself smiling? It's just so joy-filled. And in recognition of the light of solstice, we've got some things where I'm going to take you back 30 years now. This is a song that I wrote when the light kind of came back to me in my life. Dorothy's going to tell you a story about how the light came into her life. So this is a song that was recorded many years ago, but it's a song I wrote called I Am the Light, the answer. I was asking the infinite, if you're present in the darkness, because we perceive darkness, or if we couldn't perceive the darkness if you weren't present there, but where are you mostly? And this is the song that came right out. It was one of the first of many for several decades that just come out fully formed with all the parts. And it's a song called I Am the Light. So allow it to nourish yourselves if you just want to open up and take it in all of its MIDI orchestration. Thank you very much. But the message is I am the light.
Watches over upon your face. No place can you be without me, for everywhere you go I am. Though you walk through the darkness of delusion till you reach out for my hand, no place can you hide from me, for every place you know I've been. With my loving eyes I find you, gently bring you back into your home within. Caress upon your face. I am
Moving into this living, moving, and having our being in this sacred light. We are the light. We are most like the light when we are loving it into being by the expression of our outstretched hands, the kind word, a look, maybe it's a meal. It's something loving we do. It's the way we share the light. There is no action too big or too small when it's given with the gift of love, for it amplifies the light. It's something Erika would say. I'm channeling her right now. I feel like it's amplifying the love, amplifying the light. Feeling it tingling just beneath the surface of our skin and allowing our pores to breathe this light. We are breathing little balls of light. May we become supercharged with the awareness and the awakening of the realization of how magnificent we are as humans. Om Shanti, peace, Amen, Ashe, whatever else you say. I am so excited this morning and honored to welcome a celebrated filmmaker, a distinguished human on the planet who has spent decades bringing forth the light in the various documentary films she has produced, shedding and shining light on people whose stories might have otherwise gone unnoticed, but in amplifying the light in her unique way, starting with a film that she created some 40 years ago and re-releasing the world premiere of the re-release of a film called Radiance. Please welcome Oscar-nominated and two-time Emmy Award-winning filmmaker who's joining us from Palo Alto, California this morning. Please welcome Dorothy Fadiman. Good morning, Dorothy.
Good morning.
Thank you for getting up early to join us with the sunrise and the re-release, the world premiere of Radiance. We are honored to have you with us this morning. Thank you.
It's a perfect place for me to be today.
Thank you. Tell us about, some people have watched the Wake Up with the Consciousness Cafe on Wisdom Wednesday last week, where we spoke about the film Radiance. And what we're going to do today, tell us a little bit, just a bit about the film Radiance, which inspired the other films we're going to see clips of this morning and talk a little bit about.
I had, in the late 1970s, an experience of light. I was actually on a plant medicine, and the light asked if it could enter me. And I said yes. And I was flooded with light. And I said to myself, I've got to share this. And Spirit said to me, tell people about this light. And so I did. My husband was writing books, and I tried to do what my husband did. I tried to write a book, and I tried and tried. But the words on the page just didn't have the power of the experience.
Mm-hmm.
And someone came to me and said, would you like to make a movie about light? Bingo.
Yeah.
And that was where Radiance began.
And now, 40 years later, you're feeling called to re-release it. Why this time in history? Why does it feel vital right now to re-release this? And it's a beautiful film that we're going to show as part of our SoulCall Cinema series in a couple of weeks to come. We're picking a date, but why now did you feel the need, the call to re-release it?
There seems to be a budding hope that the people of the world could and can work together. And so the light is what connects us. We don't have the language in common. We don't have the geography in common. But what we do have in common is the ability to bring in and share the light. That we have in common.
Beautiful. Yeah, I think the reminder right now is necessary when we look at the upshot of the chaos that is ensuing around the world. We're seeing old systems break down. And what I'm struck by when I watch the film Radiance and then the subsequent films that we're going to talk about in a moment is when these seemingly hard fixed material representations of form start to break down, we see the emergence of light. I was talking with Natalia the other day, and I think she was talking about this. They're having some work done around their house, and there's like a big hole that was dug, like a channel all around. But she said, you could stand 4 feet into it and feel the energy of the earth. You could feel the light. So it's in this breaking open and the breaking apart and falling away of old, hard, fixed ideas. The light can emerge again. And in these films, we're going to talk about what struck me about the experience of taking in your films, Dorothy, is how gently, almost like an archaeological dig, you found something precious and just dusted away to reveal the story without damaging it in any way. It was so gentle. How you offer opportunities for us to experience the light on our own without telling us how we should feel or how we should think. But you found some gems, and Radiance inspired. Tell me how Radiance and finding the light, you planted it in your subsequent award-winning films. Tell us a little bit about that process and the recognition that you had to do that.
Well, what I'm always looking for when I do an interview or when I edit a film together is what moves me, what gives me the chills, what moves me to tears. And what I try to do is create a platform in each story, and they're all very different, as we'll see today, where the viewer is touched in such a way that he or she can feel his own light. I don't shine the light, I ignite the light.
Beautiful, beautiful. So let's move into these. There's this, it's so layered and wonderful, and we're gonna have to have you back again and again because it's never enough time with Dorothy Fadiman. So let's start with a movie called Moment to Moment, and it's about a woman named Molly who suffers a debilitating spinal cord injury, and her Aikido teacher and her husband are filled with the light as they see that she has the courage to take her black belt exam. But let's watch the clip first, and then we'll come back and talk about it. Just a little blurb from this movie.
On all black belt tests, the examination board is observing, and they're looking for many things. We're looking at the person's spirit, we're looking at the person's heart. So all of those were things that we were looking for. And of course the heart, of course the spirit, the courage, there's no question. But what's going to happen on the technical level? And what was really amazing is that all the skills that she had from her prior experience and since her accident, she was able to clearly demonstrate in her technique. What we were seeing is that within the limitations of her body, that she was able to manifest and create all these techniques that she had experienced from the past, and to show them in such a beautiful, clear way to us. There was absolutely no question that she had obtained that rank.
I mean, who else is sobbing with chills right now? I am. And I watched the film in its entirety, but that little clip, you can go to concentric.org to watch all of these films. Tell us how you wove the light, or like you said, ignited the light from that experience. What did you see and try to share with us?
What I saw above all was that everyone in her immediate family, in her community, and her global connections, which expanded greatly as she began to tour with the film, but that everyone in her community gave her energy and seemed to get energy from that exchange as she was healing. The doctors told her and her husband that basically she would never move again voluntarily from the shoulders down. And basically, with her husband and her family and her community, she regained almost full function.
Yeah. And it reminds me of the Rumi quote, "Give the lover an unlit candle and she'll awaken it with her own light," or his own light. And yeah, just the love of, and consistent. It was consistent. Even when the doctors said, this is that, the reason I started to talk about chaos theory was the doctors know what they know, and they have a vital piece of helping the body to right itself. But then we need to do the rest. We need to invite that light in to do what it knows how to do, that we don't know how it's doing it. We just know it's possible. So, and that love is the light. I want to move on to the next story, because this is an equally fantastic story. The Annie Gill story, where Annie becomes brain damaged after a severe car accident. And her father sees the light based on what he learns. So Annie is a singer, and let's watch the clip, because it just will say it all, and then we can talk from there. The Annie Gill story.
With all the problems we had with her brain injury, her anxiety, her weird tangents, and everything else, when she was singing or listening to music, that suddenly she was very present, so much so that if there's one thing I learned from Annie, that when I performed before, the ego was always involved. I would try and be in the moment when I would sing or perform or play a character. But I noticed that when she sang from the absolute source of her being. And so, over the years, when I've sung, I've tried to be in that moment.
gonna be one of those mornings where I think I'm gonna need another one of these, but whatever. Oh my gosh. It's interesting to watch her father try to put into words the thing that cannot be spoken, as you said. It's beyond language, geography, all of these things, but that the music and the light that she experiences while she's singing, it changes everyone around her. It's what struck me about this one too was there's this idea in all your films, I have to say, like the ones that we're not looking at, even Chef Darren and Plight of the Immigrants, and like all of the ones you've done, there's light in all of them, Dorothy. I know you know that, but we just chose few for this morning. But the thing is, there's this idea, and her father nailed it with regard to the ego, that if something doesn't look exactly right about the body or exactly the same, or as we're used to seeing it, that we should feel sorry and try to place limitations. And the light says, no, no, no. The light comes through as a force that's indomitable. It's undeniable. Can you speak to more of that in this movie with Annie?
Well, what I was feeling in the first clip with Molly and in this one with Annie Gill was the power of the music to support the light. So there's music in this clip up to a point to when he actually dives into himself, and then the music stops, and there's the power of the silence. So what I was able to do was tap into the music, tap into the light, and then get out of the way. And that's I feel it's one of the strengths as a filmmaker, is to do an interview that's powerful, play music that's powerful, tell a story that's powerful, and then step back and let the story and the interviewee carry the light.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful.
And my job is to set the stage.
Yeah, and you do it so well. Like it just unfolds like a flower in the sun. It's just so natural. It's just a natural unfolding. And the next one, From Danger to Dignity, is a totally. I like the way you set us up with these. Some are very. Well, let me just talk about this one. First of all, it's one that you and Erika worked on together, which makes it extra special for all of us. And it's the plight of the women's right to choose. And what struck me about this was whenever the clergy came in, somehow we have this idea now that all clergy are anti-choice, and they're not, because it's these places where families lose their moms to illegal abortions and they die. And now they're dealing with families and children. What happens to the children that are already here? What happens to the husband, that relationship? That family is broken apart because of a situation that is not necessary. Well, one of the things that I loved about this movie in particular is Sarah Weddington, pretty much a neophyte attorney by all intents and purposes. I mean, she's not the one, it's not what I imagined would be fighting for women's rights at the Supreme Court level. And it's beginner's mind, but passion. And with such clarity, she speaks and just gets the point across. And it was loving the way she did it. And it's what made the thing happen. But this is such a powerful film on the women's right, on a woman's right to choose. And let's take a look at this clip.
The doctors who took referrals from the clergy could face criminal charges and lose their medical licenses. In spite of these risks, some doctors were moved to act by what they'd seen.
The hospitals then would be beds after bed of women with abortion complications. And we were supposed to report these. And I had one that I did report. The police came, they harassed the woman, they threatened her, told her she was going to die, frightened her into telling who had done the abortion. It's a very bad experience for her. I made a decision then that I would never report that again.
women from all over the country came to Dr. Boyd's office in a small Texas town after he joined the clergy abortion service.
To have the service available, safe, and to have it done with respect and with dignity, to know that your work is needed, is appreciated, and to get that reaffirmation every day from patients who you may have never met before. To have the patient look up and say, "Thank you, doctor. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't been here." Or just a simple thank you.
Powerful. Powerful. Looking at that one, there are these systems in place that come into recognition. We have laws, and then we have cosmic law. And we can put ourselves in a position to serve the love, to serve the light in humanity, even when the laws around us make no sense. We just celebrated the holiday being created for Juneteenth. Fantastic holiday. But when we change sometimes it's the experience that we miss out on that helps to change the heart. We could change the laws, but until the hearts of the people change based on experience. You could read, like you were saying so eloquently, to try to write about the light was difficult, but to put it into film, you're creating experiences we can take in, but we might not have in our lifetimes. But the way you present it, it's as if I feel like I'm in those films. I feel like it's happening to me.
I think this film is also a good example where Oedica's music, that very slender, comes in when he begins to share why he's doing it. There's none until then. But when he starts to talk about why he's doing these referrals and taking these women, then the music holds the space. And that's the goal of the music, is to hold the space.
Yeah. When Oedica and I would sing together, we both recognized we had this, when you were talking about getting out of the way, when we talked about how we get ready for a, we didn't even like calling them performances because it felt too ego-y or something. But our ego was to get us to the space, to the performance space, get on the stage, set everything up, and then get out of the way, and it would sing through us at the same time. So we did it the same way, and what an energy that is, and what an experience can be. Each person can walk out with a unique experience, one that we didn't try to manipulate, or we had no intention except to offer ourselves to that energy. And I'm seeing the beautiful people that offered themselves to capital T Truth to help women who were in danger. There's that film is so powerful. The women that would go to Mexico to get abortions and think they knew where they were going, but some of the cab drivers would take them someplace else because they were getting paid off. And it just became it's important to watch a film like that now and to stay awake and ready to serve the light today, because some of these things that women have and men have fought so hard to protect us from are pretty close to being challenged again. So if you're watching, make it something that you watch, and watch it with your daughters and your beautiful sons, to recognize this is an important piece of evolution that we need to keep hold of. Light in this way, a woman's right to choose when she wants to become a mom, if and when. Very powerful piece. And then this next one, also incredibly poignant, is Stealing America, and it focused in on the Bush years. But boy, how relevant is this one today, Dorothy? Could you have imagined?
No.
Me neither. So let's see this clip. Stealing America.
We need to ensure that all citizens who are eligible to vote are able to vote, and that all votes cast are accurately counted. Until we as citizens decide that the most fundamental aspect of democracy is free and fair elections, everything we believe in, everything that guarantees our right to earn a living and protect our children, Everything our fathers and forefathers died for is being slowly and invisibly taken from us. It's time to wake up. What you stand to lose is everything. You can raise your concerns with a neighbor, with a friend. Maybe they've thought of it, maybe they haven't. One linking to one, linking to one is how you make a necklace, how you make a relationship, how you make a network, how you make a movement. And if this film does anything, it will make you take yourself and your vote and your country seriously enough to get engaged and go to work. And together, we'll take our country back.
I feel like standing up going, yay! As you watch that now, I'd love to know what you're thinking at this moment as you watch that.
It's more relevant than ever. What I see when I see that film is hope. Light and hope. Now, does light spawn hope, or does hope feed light? Both. By showing what's possible and calling out for people to work together and come together, then we are actually generating the light. It isn't just channeling the light or passing on the light, we're generating the light. And that's why I chose that clip to end this series of clips, because that's what I want to leave people with, the feeling that we are capable of not only receiving and sharing, but generating the light.
Beautiful. And it's that finding the self-respect that we can respect others. I was thinking about just watching that, whether we agree with somebody else's opinion on how they vote or not, everybody's vote needs to count. And it's in our disagreements that we can make things. I invite people to think of a time when you did not have the same point of view as another person, but then because you were in an arena where you could actually exchange ideas, created something even stronger than what was there before. Because it wasn't this way or that way, it was a combination. By taking the great ideas, we can keep growing and evolving. So this divide and conquer mentality that's so present right now, it makes us feel like we're small, 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 when in fact we are very mighty and connecting, as you're saying, that hope and that light. Powerful. I invite everyone to watch these, and we're going to offer some of them up on SoulCall Cinema as well, because it's in parting today, some more parting words from you with regard to weaving the light. I was struck by, my background is in psychology, and I was thinking about Carl Rogers and his unconditional positive regard. Just if there's one person if we experience one person in our lives who has unconditional positive regard for us, we can succeed. And if we could be that for ourselves and other, what a world we can create. And so I asked you about this. That I was struck by how love sparks the light. Like it awakens us to things we thought not possible, or wasn't even in our brains. Can you speak more to love and light and that relationship?
Well, I think spirit works through us.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the ways I've experienced that spirit manages to get through me and then I can share it is in a loving relationship. It isn't that the relationship itself generates light and love, though it may. But what I feel with the films and with relationships is we can channel the light into ourselves and then in those relationships share it. And it becomes a reciprocity and not just a giving and not just a taking.
Beautiful. Reciprocity. That's beautiful. And tell us about the relaunch, the world premiere today of Radiance. Where else can we see this film? We are going to offer it as part of our SoulCall Cinema in a couple of weeks. But where else can we find this amazing film? It's so inspiring.
Well, it's going to be online today,
Mhm.
and radiancethefilm.org.
Okay.
And do you have the
The scroll, yeah,
put
it's
up on the
coming
screen?
across.
Do you have that to put up on the screen? I would like that to see that visually. Do you have the link to the Radiance film?
Yeah, radiancethefilm.org. But
Yeah.
I don't know if we've got a little video clip to you.
Okay, it's okay. No, I was just meant the words. I was being very visual. Radiancethefilm.org.
Coming across right now, radiancethefilm.org. Yeah, thank you. Dorothy Fadiman, humble bow, again, honored to be with you this morning at the launch and the reemergence of the light. And you're such a light. And I just don't have words, really, I don't. I'm just looking at you and I'm going speechless. That doesn't happen often.
No, what I'm going to say is what you do is you create a vessel into which the light in your show can kind of generate itself with the conversation and whatever you listen to, and that the person watching it goes, ooh. So thank you for doing that.
This is my joy, my joy. Dorothy Fadiman, everybody, I know you're applauding. And yeah, concentric.org, and more from you in the future, I'm certain. Much love to you, Dorothy. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you. And now I'm going to throw Natalia a little curveball. Natalia, will you please get up the video that Kelly Lynn sent over to us this morning? And don't be mad. So Friday is Natalia Zuckerman's birthday. And I asked a few of the people who we work together with often to help me wish happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Natalia. Happy birthday to you. We could not do this without you, your brilliant light. I am so honored to be your friend, your partner in this offering of Soul Call, and musical partner, and just what a divine spark you are. I'm so grateful that you are on the planet, shining your beautiful light. And here's what a few others were able to piece together with the help of our friend Kelly Lynn. Natalia has no idea. Are you going to show it, or are you going to?
Hi, Natalia. Happy birthday to you. I hope you have a birthday that is as fabulous as you are. Love, blessings, and light to you.
Hello, dear Natalia. I'm here in the RV after we drove all day for about 7 hours. We're in St. Louis, Missouri at a little lake kind of place. Jane's in the background, starting to prep a little bit of dinner, but wanted to take a moment to wish you the happiest of birthdays. You are such a light and a blessing in my life, and I am so glad that you are on the planet and that our paths have crossed, and I hope they crossed for a very long time. Much love to you.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Hi, Natalia, for your birthday. From me, I will not play my flute. So go and have an awesome time. Happy birthday.
Hey, Natalia. They say it's your birthday. Happy birthday to ya. May your day be filled with love, joy, and lots of wet kisses and treats. Oh, and paw bumps to Millie and Peaches.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Natalia. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, darling. I represent the multitude of four-legged family members that you have rendered so beautifully in your magnificent artwork. Of course, I know it doesn't take much when you look like this to make a magnificent art piece. Nonetheless, we are so very blessed and grateful for you. Happy birthday. Meow. Meow, meow.
Happy birthday, goddess. That's what you are. Happy birthday to also you, Wonder Woman. Goddess, Wonder Woman, if in doubt, bring them both out, because it's all you. It's all you. Happy birthday, Natalia. I just wanted to share my greetings and gratefulness for having you in my life. Absolutely grateful for all the magic and the creativity and the snippets and the videos, everything that you do every Sunday for us that just makes magic happen. I am grateful for all that you are and all that you do. So happy, happy birthday. But there is one thing that you don't have that I'm going to gift you today just for you and your birthday, and that is, that's right, a birthday rim shot. Happy birthday! Doot, 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 doot. Make it a great year.
Happy birthday, Natalia. You have a beautiful soul. I really enjoy working with you. Take care and enjoy your birthday. Thank you. This is Jean.
Hi, Natalia. So fun to be wishing you a happy, happy birthday. I hope you have a fantastic day, week, month, year, all of it. So great to know you and to be connected. And I send you lots of love today.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Natalia. Happy birthday to you. Ooh, they move. Me and my little friends wanted to wish you a happy birthday. You are a magical, wonderful, sweet person, and I'm so glad I know you. Happy birthday!
Come back in. Are you
Oh
totally?
my God.
Are you totally shocked and surprised?
Thank you, everyone. That was so, you're a really good liar. Everyone, Lisa's many things. Good liar. So, I don't know. Kelly's bringing something to the stream, but it's. Thank you, everyone.
Well, you had to slip it in right at the last minute.
So sweet.
Yeah, we love you, and thank you for all you bring and help us bring to fruition at SoulCall. We could not do it without you. So thank you, and happy, happy birthday.
It's my honor and pleasure, and I send love right back a
Thank you.
thousandfold.
So thank you for joining us this morning, and we welcome your hearts and your generosity, and we thank you all who are donating, who are regular donors to SoulCall Global. Your donations help us to do amazing things to help others find that light within. And we are in the process right now of finding our own space, our contemplation and retreat center. And so your donations are going to help us bring that to fruition. So you can help us at soulcallglobal.org/donate. And we've got some books coming up and some things we're doing just to offer more of the love, more of that inspiration that helps you pull your soul's calling to the front and offer it to the world. So soulcallglobal.org/donate. We thank you so much for your support. If you are in need of prayer, prayers at soulcallglobal.org. We thank you for sending your prayers to us and allowing us to pray with you, for you, knowing your wholeness and remembering that we are all connected, as Dorothy said so profoundly in her films. We are all connected. Allow us to be a string of connectivity on the pearl of the consciousness of your life. We are with you. Prayers at soulcallglobal.org. Next Sunday is a very exciting Sunday. June 27th, we are going to be live in the park for our Art in the Park extravaganza. And I'm asking each one of you to donate or to go online and sign up to do one of the ceramic tiles that will be created that day. So we know how many to bring, but to create a ceramic tile, and if you would be willing to donate it back to SoulCall for when we do get that good and perfect space where we're going to start our own center. We'll create a wall of tiles commemorating our first Art in the Park during our second anniversary year, into our second year. So Art in the Park, food, fun. You don't have to do art. Just come and be in community outside. And that starts at 10 a.m. and it'll go till 1:30. We'll have vegetarian options on food too, but more information on the website, soulcallglobal.org/events and classes, and look for that. Also, coming up on July 13th, an opportunity, Inspiring Voices Generative Poetry with Kara Armstrong, who is a published poet recognized internationally for her work. She is one of the most inspired people I've ever had the opportunity to just sit and talk to. So much creativity, and she's going to allow us the opportunity to write some poetry. If you never thought you could do it, Kara's the one you want to step off with there. And so we invite you to sign up for that class. I'm forgetting all kinds of things, I think. Now, tell you what else we have back there. Yeah, Backyard Medicine with the master class. You know, if you missed signing up for the class, you can sign up. It started last week, but we're recording all the classes. So if you would like to learn from Master Herbalist Faye Birch, please go to the website and sign up this week. And more information on the website. I think, Meditation Mondays. Every Monday evening from 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, I offer a silent meditation practice. I offer you a practice up front, then we go into prayer, and then a couple kirtan songs, and then we sit in the silence. And the profound experiences people are having in the silence as a group. It's a powerful thing to do, group meditation. So we invite you to sign up on the website to get the link to come into the class. And then, of course, today at 11 o'clock Eastern, from 11 to 11:30, we have the SoulCall Sunday Rewind. And so go to soulcallglobal.org for the link to get into the Zoom room if you'd like to come and talk about the program today or what's on your heart this week. It's our opportunity to be in community. So we are a conscious global community open at the heart, and we are viewed from all around the world. So this is our opportunity to be together in sacred community. And so once again, happy Father's Day, happy solstice. And wherever you are on the planet, know that you are loved. Peace and blessings.
One family, one people, one planet, one love, one family.